This is mostly steers and a couple of heifers that we didn't want to breed. And then we've got one old mama that we always keep with our small stuff. But I wanted to kind of touch on a little stuff with flies. You can see here, a lot of these right here don't hardly have any flies. And we'll see if I can. You can see the amount of flies on those is very little versus this older mama. I don't know if you can pick it up, but there's significantly more flies on her hide. And then of course the white and the red, they have less flies as well. Typically white and red cows have less flies than black cattle. But if you see several of these black steers and heifers over here, this is a young heifer right here, they really don't have a lot of flies on them as well. They got a few belly flies, but they're not bad. And a lot of times that comes specifically from health. Even though this is a black one, it's coming from the health, because if you look at her versus several of the other ones, like the older mama, she had more flies on her. But the health of an animal can dictate how much stuff you're going to need. So like if you needed to put on fly spray or something like that because you just had too many flies, then the health of that animal is what's going to, if you're having too many flies on all of your animals, it could be the health of your animal or the health of the soil. And the older cow is kind of showing us that because she's an older mama. She's really old and her health is starting to deteriorate a little bit. And so she's not able to hold her flesh quite as well. And her body's probably holding a few more worms and things like that than the rest of these younger animals. The rest of these younger animals, they really don't have a lot of flies on them because their bodies are healthy. And you see the same things with fruit and nut trees as well. A fruit and a nut tree, if you have to spray that tree, a lot of times that means that they're lacking in a nutrition. And when you can apply the nutrition in the soil around the tree, you have to wait a couple of years. You'll have a couple of years with worms, and then eventually you apply that, and that problem starts to get better without any sprays at all. And what that is what you're doing is you're increasing the quality of the plant itself. You're increasing the health of that plant, because plants and animals and humans and all of us, we have certain things in us, if we're healthy, that we're able to ward off some of those problems. Now that doesn't mean that we can ward off every problem. That doesn't mean that there aren't some problems. Obviously sometimes you have to treat certain things in animals and humans and everything else. That's not what I'm getting at. All I'm saying is that by and large you can treat a lot of things just simply by creating healthier habitats for those animals and for your food.